Why is it still important to live below our means even when we have our finances right? Hi, I'm MR3. In this channel, we talk about frugal living, saving money, and budgeting. So if you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up, share this, leave a comment, and subscribe. Have you ever went on a diet or you ever worked out? Over a period of time, you're working so hard that you get the results you want. You have the look that you're going for. Maybe it's really fit or you're getting muscle, but you have the exact physique that you want. What happens if you just stop dieting, stop working out? It's gonna all dwindle away, and if you're like me, you're gonna get really skinny. But but some people might go the opposite way. But what I'm saying is that the results will go away. Maybe we start going back on our old eating habits that never benefited us before. So we're going to lose everything, but also it's going to get worse. And we're going to overindulge maybe. Look at your finances like that. If you start to live above your means, imagine you're going to start to dip into your savings. You're going to probably touch your 401k if you really needed it, instead of, because the money in your emergency funds and savings and budget buffer, bill account, whatever accounts you have, is going to start going down, because when you live above your means, then you're going to dip into other parts because it becomes a habit. It becomes an unhealthy habit, just like overeating, eating unhealthy foods all the time. We start to have heart problems. We start to have all sorts of health problems. So think about your finances like that. Once you start to overindulge once, it's going to become a habit. And pretty soon we're going to be back at zero or even less, maybe in debt. So it is very important that we live below our means. Keep putting money in our savings. Keep putting money in our 401ks or all the other investments you might have. And keep putting money in our budget buffer. Keep putting money in our bill account or whatever accounts you're doing. Keep building them up for those times that are going to be hard. Like 2020, I always mention, because everyone knows about those times. We've seen a lot of people struggle through that time. Nowadays, everyone wants to do a year in their emergency funds. Okay, imagine how much refrigerators cost these days. Back in the day, it was probably like $500 or less. But now, with inflation, it's probably like closer to $1,000 or even over $1,000. And that's probably a washer and dryer. Imagine all of them going out at once. Could you, or do you have the money for that? Do you have like maybe $3,000 saved up? So if that all happens all at once, would you have enough money to do that? Or would you still need more money to save? Would you have to use your credit cards, take out a loan, or however people do it these days? Would you have money for that? I would, just because I've been living this frugal life, following awesome content creators, and I'm so glad that if something bad happens, I can afford it and still have some in the bank. But some people, they don't have that. So if you want, you can start saving money if you haven't. To start saving, live below your means right now. But if you do have your finances right, keep doing it, because tough times will always come. Tough times will come in the future. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, because tough times will always come. It's important that we don't overindulge in our finances because we don't want to touch our savings, our budget buffer, and all the other accounts. Just keep living below your means because it'll help us in the long term. That's what we're thinking. But living below our means, we can pay off our house, our vehicles faster. So we don't have to worry about that. Maybe in our 40s and 50s, depending on how old you are, you can pay off your house early. A lot of people are doing it in their 30s and 40s. So if you want, you can do that. Just put everything that you have, like extra money that you have, into the house, vehicle, pay those off, and at the end you're gonna have a lot less stress because you're no longer making payments on vehicles and your house. So just keep living below your means. It helps and also builds discipline. I like that. I love being disciplined. So, but if you don't have that discipline, maybe you can create it. Watch YouTubers here on about frugal living videos. But just keep living below your means. It'll help you in the long run. It may not feel good right now, but once you build that discipline, it'll help you and you'll get used to it. You'll adjust. So, especially with the cost of living going higher, we have to just learn to live below our means. So if you like this kind of content, then give me a thumbs up. And I'm MR3. And remember that you are all amazing. I really believe that.